happened? What happened in court today? What
Well,
discussed?
we came to the Federal High Court prepared to get the ruling of the judge on an application I made during the last date of hearing for the judge to recuse himself. So, first, when we arrived, we noticed that a lot of soldiers around, and upon finding out that they also have over 10 judges handling terrorism cases, we went to the court where we were supposed to sit naturally, and he said the judge no longer sit at that court. So we were directed to the fourth floor where we found a tiny courtroom where the judge is expected to sit down. To sit today, but the judge didn't show up. And we've been sitting there for over 3 hours, almost since 9 a.m. So we just heard from the court registrar some 10 minutes ago that the judge is overwhelmed and will not be able to sit today. And we should come back tomorrow for cases that are scheduled for today. So I immediately made it known to the registrar that I will not be available tomorrow, and I will not be available next tomorrow, and I will not be available the day after next tomorrow. Reason being that I have to go and look for new lawyers in case the judge decides that he will not recuse himself. We have to robustly defend the case. So that's where we are. The judge is not sitting, and that's not fault of ours. That's the fault of the court.
Okay, sir. Last week during the protest, um, you were one of the people that was said by security operators. Even after addressing us, a lot of people kept on saying, I think citizens are saying that you are always practicing, and some people seemed a little bit excited, like you were tear against it.
In a country of 200 million people, some may be excited, some may be sad, some may be indifferent. What is important is that we do not allow this country to fall into a state of complete failure. The country has failed already. Nigeria is a failed state. And you can see that by the number of Boko Haram terrorists that were brought here today. In this court, 290 of them are upstairs. They're going to be tried by 10 judges. How do you do that? If it's not a failed country, how do you have 290 Boko Haram candidates, alleged terrorists in court in one day? Another said it's coming tomorrow. They said they have over 1,000 that will be tried between now and Thursday. Some of them are summary trials. We don't even know what is what again in this country. So if you're excited that I get tear gas for asking for security for you, your family, I don't want to wish you bad, but it will get to you one day.
Also, coming to the part of the insecurity, the body of the retired Major General was returned this morning, and allegations has cleared as saying that it was a snake bite. Some said that he died in the forest, and for them to be um, kidnapping a Major General and even killing him, bringing his body back. Now, this plot is very confusing. I don't know if
It should not confuse you. We've always told you that the people in power in Nigeria have lost control of the security situation in the country. And hear me out, because I repeat this all the time, you seem to forget. Things are only going to get worse. And I'm not saying that as a prophet of doom. It's a reality. Before a retired general was kidnapped, a serving general was kidnapped in this country, a brigadier general. A brigadier general in the army is supposed to have 5,000 soldiers under his command. Yes, so if they can get to a brigadier general who has 5,000 people under his command, nobody's safe. I don't want to scare you, but I will say it again. If these guys decide to run Abuja over, they will do it with motorcycles. and nobody is, because there's no arrangement on ground to protect anybody. The moment you find terrorists doing TikTok shows and even doing giveaways, and soldiers are putting in their account to get the giveaway from the people they are supposed to fight, that country is finished. Are you getting my point? So whether the man was bitten by a snake or he died of diabetes or high blood pressure, it's a shame that anybody is even trying to tell us how he died. The guy was killed by his abductors. But what is more, they brought his body officially to the government, had a handshake with the government, collected their ransom. For your information, they collected ransom before they could release his body, after they informed the government that he had died in captivity. And then collected separate ransom before his wife was reportedly released. But I don't know if the wife is even released already. But they brought the wife and the body together. And when they got there, they were surrounded by security agents. They said to the security agencies, the reason we can't give you the wife today is because you will go and claim credit for it. So take the body, at the appropriate time we'll release the wife. I don't know if the wife has been released, but that's what I heard. You don't even get accurate information anymore. But the same day that this happened, the governor of Zamfara still said that the terrorists are their brothers and that they have a package now for bringing them back into society, you know, with special benefits. So Nigeria is completely gone. And like I said, you better stand up wherever you are and prepare for the revolution that will save you. Otherwise, these guys will overrun your cities, they will overrun your towns and villages. That is in places where they haven't done that already. I was the first to tell you at Jabi Lake that this new onslaught, hear me again, against the people was designed to first of all target 3 states, the KKK states, whatever is left of Kaduna, Kogi, and Kwara. And that when they are done with Kwara, Kogi, and Kaduna, they will move down south. They will go to Osun, they will go to Ogun, they will go to Ondo State, they will go to Edo State. And then they will finally, the final push will be to get to the Atlantic Ocean. And the moment that is done, the country is effectively like Syria, overrun by terrorists. But instead of doing something about it, your government is more interested in fighting people who say things on Facebook. Your police is not anywhere even doing anything serious. Even the police senior officers have now become content creators themselves. Police is attacking us for demanding for a better nation. Last week, I was attacked with a chemical that knocked me out. They have not done that to any terrorists in this country in recent times. So it tells you where their priorities are and who their enemies are and who their friends are. They are friends with the terrorists. They are enemies of the truth speakers in this country. Those of us who stand up and say, this country is not working, we have to make it work. That's where Nigeria is.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
There's an indication that you're going to run for presidency with Aisha Yesufu. What can you clarify on this?
That's meant to be a joke. Aisha Yusuf is the retired Senate candidate of NDC in Abuja. He's in NDC. But I told her, and I'll repeat it here, that Aisha, you are in the wrong party. When I told you on channels, you were laughing at me. Now you know better. But I'm not going to mock you. I know you. The best I know about is that you have a good heart. Retrace your steps. It might be too late to pick up any tickets from a serious party, but at least you can retrace your steps and campaign for the right candidate. And that's Sowore. You know, stop following the barefooted man from Bayelsa. It's not going to lead you anywhere. And you know better now.
We saw you on camera with Kwankwaso.
No, I was attending a friend's wedding in Abuja, a class, well, a senior at the University of Lagos. His daughter was wedding, and I went there. And he told me that he's also friends with Kwankwaso, and Kwankwaso came, and when he was leaving, he came to greet me because, in the order of political seniority, I'm his senior now. We used to be the same when he ran for president, but he has been downgraded to become the vice president or something. So he came to me and said, Mr. President, jokingly, of course, he's right. I heard you were tear gassed and you fell, and we're glad you are up. I said, thank you. But I put a question on my Twitter handle, which is important, that Nigeria has reached a point where when injustice is done, you don't wait to ask the person who is a victim. When you see bad thing happen as a leader, you say something immediately. Don't wait until you see the person and say, oh, are you still alive? But that shows you their own level of consciousness. I said it one time, and I mean it, because some of these things are born out of clairvoyance. When Kwankwaso said that his daughter was the one who alerted him that he should have supported Peter Obi in 2023, my response was that if you don't know what to do in 2023, it's your daughter that should be running in 2027. These guys are atrophied. They don't know what they are doing anymore. You are president in 2023, you are vice president in 2027. Maybe by 2031, he will be no, he has been a senator. He will go back and run for House of Rep or chairman of local government in the area. It's a sign that they are tapped out. They don't have anything left. And when you see them, you can tell, It's only the big clothes that are remaining. There's nothing left in terms of energy, intellect, or even zeal. They never had anyways, but we can talk about that at another forum.
Another different opinion from citizens about the protest last week was that, are you not getting too old for this protest? You keep on going and going and going, and you are getting older for the protest.
You're right. That's why we need younger, honest people to start off from where you are. But look, a protest that was carried out by Femi Falana in Lagos, myself in Abuja, and several other comrades, it's not a question of being old. This is a protest for survival. It's not what they call ageism, which is shaming old people. You should be shaming the younger ones who are not doing anything about their objective conditions. They are right. I'm supposed to be with my children, just hanging out, and I said it and I'll repeat it again. If I were to be in the Nigerian security forces or as a teacher or in the civil service, I would have been retiring this year, because I started in 1989 and this is 2006. This is the retirement year. Maybe my body is telling me it's time to retire, but that's what the government wants to hear, that Sowore has retired. No, it's not happening. You guys are in trouble.